Okay, so for today, I'm gonna try and make a little video explaining how to handle situations, how to fight in Cap City. Um, this is basically a tutorial on how to be better, how to handle situations, and what you should and shouldn't do. So, hope I can give you, and I'm just gonna calm exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it to give you very clear, concise reasoning to how I play and to like how you should probably play and how you can get better. So, I'll make it pretty simple for you. Now, a lot of things, it's Cap City these days is a lot harder to land in just because, not just for the amount of teams, but they secretly nerfed the loot pool recently. And ammo is like really rare, many times, like extremely rare. And so there'll be a lot of times where like you just can't really do much because you don't have any ammo. So you need to just like leave entirely and find somewhere else to like loot for a while. So that's one important piece to this game is there's no problem running away from some fights. Like sometimes you just don't have enough loot. The other team has obviously they seem pretty good, like pretty good players, and they have really good armor and things like that. You don't really have anything. You don't have enough heals. It's all dependent. That's the nature of DI, right? Like what you do in this game, how you decide things. Most of it, in my opinion, is dependent upon your skill, your team's skill, and the supplies you have. It doesn't matter if you're all three insane, right? If you don't have good armor, if you don't have good guns, you don't have that much ammo and heals. There's a lot of times it doesn't really make sense to engage, especially like in a ranked setting. This is pubs. This is good. I only have one teammate, so I'll have to manage things a little bit more seriously for my random. We'll land over here. I don't land streamer building all the time, very often. I mean, just because usually too many teams are there and there's not enough guns and loot there, so it's kind of like brain dead and RNG. It's not really manage this. I mean, a lot of it is it's just no point. Like, you can win it, if you get the gun first or something, but you're just in the center. All right, so I got landed on. This kid's weird. All right, he figured out he was weird, so now he's leaving. He knew I was gonna get the gun. He made the smart choice. So instead of aping him, now you could just go push him because you have a gun, but sometimes that's bad. It's better to, in my opinion, get loot first instead of just straight aping. That way, if you get into a spot with his team, they have guns, then you have loot. Now, my teammate got fried. Let me fry this kid. Got one. Now someone else is going to come in the door. Repeat. Got him down. Now, I got to heal for this Octane pushes me. I know he's coming. I'm going to just take this little moment to heal up and set over immediately. Now, my teammate's getting finished by this kid, so I'm going to go for that happens. Oh, actually, I thought he was going to run away. I actually got trolled by that. Alright, so that was surprising and unexpected, but we handled the situation in real time. Okay. I think I better take a rampage just because I don't have any ammo, just like I talked about. So I just used my drone, so I'm gonna wait a second. Because my teammate seems like a bot. He seems pretty low level. He's moving very slowly, taking a lot of time to loot a box, doesn't have much in it. So what does that tell me? That tells me he's probably not a very skilled player. He's probably new to the game. Doesn't really know what's going on. I'm gonna need to be patient. Look, he doesn't even know I put a health chain out for him. So now we have good information on our hands. We know what kind of a teammate we have, right? So that means I'm gonna have to take things very slowly for him and watch out for him. I'm his father now, so I'm his daddy. Now this kid's being weird. I don't see his teammate, so I'm gonna try moving up on this guy. Because for some reason he's playing very passive. This kid looks like he's just sniping, just surveying. I think his team's fighting. We can go, well, kind of want to fight in cap though. Yeah, I don't feel like chasing them. So we're gonna go back in the cab and find some other people to farm. So I wanted to do this to be more of a cab video. Well, my teammate's off in Narnia. He doesn't know what's going on. I pinged over here, and he wants to do his own thing. So sometimes in pubs, that's okay. That's up to you. Do you want to follow your teammate? Because there's a team over there we can fight. Or do you want to manage? Or do you just want to say, screw my teammate, I don't know what he's doing? That's entirely up to you, what you want to do, That's just pubs, so. Now, get loot on the way. Some people would just not get much loot at all and just go in, but I like to get a little bit more in case it's a lengthy fight, especially since I know I'm solo right now. Alright, so there's a team above me. Or maybe one or two above me. I'm gonna go on the zip line. See what it looks like. No one's on this floor. They're probably holding the top. A and D are. He's got purple. I didn't do enough damage, so I can stay and keep fighting. But I don't have enough shields, so this means I need to. Oh, that was a horrible spray on my part. My bad. Alright, so I got one or two. So now there's just one more. He's pinging him over here. And that kid's super weak, and then we'll reload, then climb up. That's another squad, unfortunately. Now, I don't know where this kid went. He's being stupid. I'm just going to have to sit here and heal for a second. I didn't know I had batteries. I'm going to go up top and grab my purple real quick, because I'm going to need that with a whole another team here. My teammate's being very annoying, not very helpful at the moment. Oh, he's inside. Why is he crawling inside? There's two here. Now, unfortunately, I have to leave my teammate to die.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
I actually handled that situation the worst way. I shouldn't even have been in that. The reason I handled it is because I just know my own skill level. I knew what I could achieve. And I know he's out here healing, so real quick.
Very good. We finish off the whole squad.
Now, why do I say that was a bad way to handle that? Well, because it was multiple people shooting in front of me, and I shouldn't have been able to win that. It's just that I know generally what people's skill levels are and what I can probably achieve and get away with and what I can't. It sounds like another squad. So for you playing, it would probably have been best to not even get in that situation in the first place. Maybe play up top, drop down on the front door where he's at, and then peek and try and get a knock, things like that. Like, try and, get damage in and re-peek and leave and rotate. Now if you're good enough, you can just try and fight them all, like that, like I did. But sometimes this is for like more new players, so you might need to like play a little bit differently than that. These kids don't seem to be very good. I got a knock. And I could get a snipe. I'm super weak, so I can't push off that. I got a full heal before I do this, because my teammate's clueless. See, look at this. We have like an actual, like, bronze to silver tier player on my team. And I know that, so I'm not going to try and rely on him. I have to play more for myself this time. Now, what's unfortunate is that they're going to fully reset. But the good thing is that the lifeline only had white. Cool, teammate let me get a knock right there. Perfect. This kid's annoying, so I really don't like him at all. I'm gonna hit another bat, and I need to try and get in on that while I can, because that's 2 knock. Lifeline's gonna lifeline res if she got rezzed. So we need to move up as quickly as I can. Since I know he has a sniper, probably not gonna be too good with a close range. And it does have an iron now, but that's okay. Lifeline res, but he's not very good. So I get the knock on the raid, which is the better play on this team. This kid's 1 HP, so I wiped the whole squad. My teammate's getting thirded right away, unfortunate. I need to hit a battery, and I don't have one. Dang it. I'm just going to swap to this real quick. I'm going to charge up my rampage, because this is probably going to be a fight where they ape really hard, so. Now, I kind of want to stay up top, but I don't want to get laser because I don't have big heals. I need to protect my teammate. I'm going to be with him as they push. One's coming up the stairs. I have a rampage charge, so this is an easy clap. Ooh. A little weak, but I'm fine to fight. Teammate's helping me a bit. Perfect, perfect, perfect teammate. The other kid rage quit. You love to see that. Armor swap real quick. Loot while I can, because I know his teammate's taking time to come in. Just one clip him real quick. Alright. And see, no one still has batteries, so this is what I mean when cap's a lot harder to plan. It's not particularly easy these days, because like a lot of things are limited. Like big heals are limited, I've seen recently. Ammo's limited. I only have 100 bullets, R9. So it's a little bit different these days. You gotta play a bit smarter and play more with your team a little bit more sometimes. Just depends. Okay. Where'd I drop my red? I think in the box below. Oh, there's a battery. Cool. Alright, so I got 2 phoenixes. I'm just gonna use one of these. Use my shields. Keep my batteries. Keep my cells. Alright, so that's most of cap. Probably. So now we just kind of have to go to zone at this point. Teammate is just making sure he checks every ounce, every nook and cranny of these boxes, and I know he's going to be there for a while because he's probably bronze to silver and loves to loot, so that's fine though. He's got a minute to loot. Oh, he's coming now. He's following me, that's good. He's got red, so that's really good. So he'll be able to take a lot more hits now, which is good. I'll check this care package while I'm here. Get something good. Ooh, a Kraber. Now, the reason I don't take the Kraber, one, I'm not particularly that good with it, but two, I need more suppressing fire. One, I'm already down a teammate. Two, I know my teammate does not have very good aim at all. So I need to have weapons that, one, I'm way more confident in, two, just have big suppressing fire. Let's just say that unless you hit headshots at the Kraber right, here's another thing that'll happen. Let's just say I'm very consistent with hitting body shots with the Kraber. Well, I could hit the body, but then the enemies that I'm going to fight are afraid. They're like, oh my gosh, this guy's hitting me with the Kraber, I'm weak. Then they won't peek. Then they're going to force me to push up to them. Which, for me, generally isn't a problem, but if you're playing this a bit more serious, your teammate's not going to be able, you can't rely on your teammate, because he's not very good. So, and if you're not super consistent yourself, then that's just not a good play. It's better not to engage like that, because the other team's just going to force you to come fight them. Ah, wish I could have knocked that kid. Alright, well, this kid's trying hard for a very mysterious reason. You might push off that because he's weird, and for some reason he thinks he's... Yeah, he thinks he's a good player now. See? That's ego for you right there. Just because I was weak, he said, oh, turns out I'm the better player. For some reason he felt that. I don't know why. Oh, my teammate just lasered the fuck out of him. Now this kid's weird, and he's crushing hard. We made a big mistake for that. Okay, there you go. So we took the little try-hard lifeline out, and that's all we needed to do in that fight. That kid egoed it, and that's a great lesson right there. Don't ego fights. Don't say, hey, just because I got one person weak on railings, so most of my bullets are hitting his railings, and using a bot weapon like the triple take, that doesn't mean that you're better than that player, right? Like, you already just got fried, so you don't ego that. Right? Like, I have red. If you have red already, that means the player it could be a decent player, not in every scenario, but he might be a decent player. And obviously he can just hit a bat, so by the time you get there, he has full red, mostly full HP. So unless you're just really good in your 1Vs, you don't push off that. You can push off it if you know you're good and you did some damage and then just get a better position on the enemy. But don't just ego something, for no reason. And my teammate's getting lasered by all the team fire. Luckily I got a knock right there, which is what I really needed. I almost got 2 knocks. That kid has gold, so I know I have to push this right away. Teammate's gonna cover for him. Cracked him, got him low, so now I might be able to tap my teammate before he bleeds out. Now they're gonna want to repeat because I hear the res, so I'm just gonna hold a bit. Yeah, he's gonna take the horizon lift and leap over. I'm much better, so I win the fight. Now teammate doesn't even know how to heal. It took him a long time to figure out where his medkit was, so he's hitting a medkit first. I'm gonna grief these kids. You got red. I'm gonna take a better angle. Get up top real quick. Get up on this section. Get the kid that I know is weak first. Find the Mirage. Mirage. Got the whole squad. Now there's another team coming in, I think. Final squad. Cool. Okay. Well, my teammate still hasn't healed, and this is the #1 mistake you can make. Don't loot after a fight like that. Always heal first, because if someone thirds you or has a sniper, you're dead, and then you just ruin your whole game. So that kid is a great learning lesson right there. Don't do that. I gotta go bag, which is huge for the teammate that I have right now, because he's probably gonna go down again. I thought I heard someone shooting now. I swear I heard someone else shooting. Maybe not.
Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 4.
Now this is the final team. This could be like a team that wants to play for like wins, you know? That's why I haven't seen them yet. They're just like getting loot and things each game. There's players like that. We'll have to see. But I'm moving ahead, but using some cover. You know, just be a little cautious. They could be seems like here we go. Seems like this like to like wait some time when they like surprise you. Alright, so in this situation I know they might want to take roof. And I need to get roof to challenge them. Yes. I need to try and do damage for my teammate gets fried. Octane gets top. Well, that is not the smart play for him. And I'm really happy about that. This guy's got red. That's a problem. Ooh, I need to get that knocked. It's unfortunate. But I'm alright. We're resetting. I got one knock. So it's 2v2. This is perfect. I'm gonna charge my rampage. My teammate's moving up a little bit. I'll let him go first. Break their doors. Oh, that Octane rezzed? Or self-rezzed? I don't know how he... I guess he's self-rezzed. Now this is a tough situation because my teammate can't hit a single bullet. And this team's using like range and they're kind of beaming him. And so all they need to do is knock him or get a really big numbers on him, and then they'll feel super aggressive and 3-man push me, and I'll be in a bad spot. So I need to try and keep doing damage to them to keep them pushed back. I need to really take care of my teammate here, because if he gets knocked, they can just 3-man 8 me. Then that's just an easy loss, regardless of your skill set. So now they're scared to peek, and they're running to zone us, which is very strange. I think this is a decoy. Yeah, okay. Well, it looks like we have to go close quarters, which is a problem with my teammate, but... Alright, Octane split. I might be able to find a pickup here. I might be able to take an isolated one. Yeah, he's shooting my teammate, so I have a chance to maybe... Oh, they're up top, though. That's unfortunate. He's gonna go down. That's really, really bad. My teammate, probably is a Warzone player. Doesn't know how to play video games. It's a shame. So now this is a tough situation. I'll probably lose this. Got a knock, which is super important. Now they're going to want to ape off that, because they're going to think that I'm super low. Get another 1v1 while I can. Oh, I got to go away really quickly to heal. Because the Wraith or whoever knows I'm super weak. So now he's nervous. It's a 1v. Wraith's right here. Gonna do this super carefully.
Good thing I'm inside the ring.
He's rezzing immediately, unfortunately. And he got the res off. Can at least get one grief. I gotta back up. Try and hit a bat if I can. She's gonna try and res again because she's nervous. But I think I can go out the side here. Let's see. Creep him, make sure he doesn't get rezzed. And she's down here. Somewhere. Grab this kid's ulti, 'cause that's super good. He's down here. Okay. I'm gonna use the ulti since it's super OP. He's just holding the door. Gonna pretend that I don't know he's here. He's gonna try and peek me. He's really weak. Go through the door. Oh, armor spot. That was actually a good play. Alright, so there you go. So luckily, I had enough time to take 1v1s. Now, if they all like 2 jumped on me, I'd have to like disengage and just leave entirely. But in this situation, I was lucky. They gave me a lot of 1v1s. I let them reset, took my own time. Don't rush the fight, heal, and then approach it when you're ready. Don't play off the enemies. Play off yourself. You got to get ready first. And there you go. I had a gold teammate. Almost got 6k damage, 21 kills. Easy clap. So there you go.